Hello friends, welcome to our new video. This is on the Dust of Snow chapter, which is from first grade book, class 10th. So let's start. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. The word meanings are shook means shake and hemlock means a poisonous tree with a small white clouds. So its meaning is the poem is set in a scene where the poet is in a bad mood and is walking by a tree. A hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. As he passes by, a crow happens to throw some snow dust on him. Whether it falls on his head or shoulders is unknown, as there is no specific mention in the poem. Also, the readers are left in doubt about the bird's specific action. Whether the crow was landing, shivering with cold, he readjusted itself on the branch of, or taking off. It happened to send some particles of snow upon the author. Here the two agents of nature, the hemlock tree and the crow, are signifiers of sadness and gloom, just like the poet's mood was in the opening scene. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Rude means held in regret. So its meaning is for reasons unknown. The author was having a terrible day. But the falling of the snow on his head lifted his mood instantly. He had already spent his day in a bad mood, but the rest of it was saved by the crow and the hemlock tree. Generally, hemlock tree and crow are used for negative references, but the poet used them beautifully to portray that inauspicious things can bring joy and happiness too. One must not take the things for granted and should be open and accept way, whichever way the nature chooses to bless us. So these are some literary devices or some poetic devices. The rhyme scheme of this poem is A B A B C D C D, and alliteration in this poem is the occurrence of the same letter. Alliteration, this is the meaning of alliteration, that the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. So the examples of alliteration are has given my heart and saved some part. In this, H is repeated two times, and in second the S is repeated two times. Inversion means when the structure of a sentence is changed by the poet to create rhyme. This poetic license is called inversion. In stanza 1, inversion can be seen. In inversion is in the first stanza, and next is assonance. The prominence of vowel sound throughout a line is called assonance. In stanza like the second line, shook down on me, the O sound is prominent. Enjambment. This is the last literary device or poetic device. Its meaning is when the same sentence continues to be the next line without the use of any punctuation mark, it is called enjambment. It has been used throughout the poem. So the summary of the Dust of Snow poem is the short poem. Its author is Robert Frost. So the short poem by Robert Frost throws light upon the unimaginable healing power of nature and tiny things. From a bad mood to ill health, there is nothing that can't be cured by nature. The author was experiencing one such bad day when a crow's movement near a hemlock tree dusted a snow upon him. The snow instantly makes him happier. His day gets a lot better. Thus, the supremacy of nature as a whole made him realize how petty his problem was. The fact that hemlock tree is poisonous combined with crow being the indicator of doom and fear are used in the poem as the carriers of happiness in the life of narrator is ironical. The poet through these objects has tried to highlight that sometimes creatures linked with the negative aspects of life can be the bringer of change and happiness. Being outdoors in nature with all its unpredictability can benefit anyone, anywhere, and at any time. So, the Dust of Snow chapter ends here. Hope you liked it and understood the full poem. So, if you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment. And as if we have in class 9, we were having the two assignments for this chapter. The first one was the RTC, and the second one is of question answer. So if you want, you can take it. And for any queries, or if you want the assignments, can you can refer to the description box. And for any queries, you can mail me. My mail ID is classessaksham@gmail.com. Hope you liked it. Thanks, and we'll meet in the next video. Thanks.